Well, hi there. I was so impressed with my DAC Wolfskin Gossamer. I've used it for many times now. The only downside was that if it's raining or anything like that, you can't actually sit up in it and you can't cook in it. So I've been out and treated myself to the DAC Wolfskin Gossamer 2. This is the two-person version. As you can most probably see there, it is a lot higher and a lot wider than the actual Gossamer 1. Same sort of design. You can have it freestanding as it is at the moment as just a giant bug net. And the difference is this is white, whereas my other Gossamer is a smoky colour. But yeah, it is a lot bigger. This stands at 900mm head height at the highest point now. We've got two entrances, one on each side, which if I just undo the zip up there, and obviously the zip, the same as the Gossamer 1, goes round to there. This one ties up in the central point. It doesn't go all the way around, but there's plenty of room there if you was inside to be able to sit and cook. This has got a really large vestibule on it as well, so, or port, whichever you like to call it. I haven't actually tried it yet. Today is my first time of trying it out, but from what I've seen so far, it looks really good. It's really sturdy. It's got the same large bathtub floor on it as the Gossamer. Comes all the way up the back, so you've got plenty of protection. I'd say for 4 seasons if you want it, because once you've got the fly on top, you're not going to get snow or anything drift inside, or rain or wind or anything. This end, which is the front, is a lot lower to the floor, but that's because it has a really large vestibule, which we'll see when I pop the rainfly on top afterwards. At first look so far, it's really well made, really sturdy, stands up well with just for 4 pegs in. I'm looking forward to testing this one out tonight, I really am. So I've just started putting the fly sheet on, and exactly the same as the Gossamer 1, it attaches both ends by velcro here, which holds on the rainfly there, which is the top, same at the bottom. So I mean, you can have this wide open as a bug net in the night if you don't want the rainfly on. It's going to be a pleasant evening like tonight it'll be, by the looks of it. Look at the sun coming through the trees anyway. Should get a lovely sunset. But yeah, you could just roll it back. It's not going to blow away if there's just a slight breeze like there is now, because the velcro is really strong. So you could just roll it back, or you can flip it over to one side if you wanted. Do what you want with it. And stay there and look at the stars. So we'll stretch it out in a second and attach it. This one comes with 11 pegs, but I have brought extras with me, because I know from my Gossamer 1, if you don't put all the pegs in down the side where you're supposed to, you can stretch it out a bit more to get extra storage. But obviously, me being here on my own tonight, I've got plenty of storage inside. That thing is super wide. I'll have to blow up my airbed, pop it inside so you can see. Let's get it all pegged out though. So I've now attached the rainfly. I've used an extra 1 peg down there at the back on the guy line. This one attaches with the bottom, so you don't need an extra peg there. It attaches by hook onto the bottom of the pole here, no peg needed. This is what I was saying about using an extra peg on the side, so you can stretch it out a little bit gives you storage between the inner and the outer if need be. You get some idea of the size of the vestibule there, and obviously I've got 2 pegs on the front of the fly, sorry, 3 pegs on the front of the fly, one either side, one in the middle, and then one on the guy line. So we had 4 to start with. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've used 9 pegs so far, but I've opened up the other side, rolled one side back. Like I said, it opens up both sides the same as this. That gives you some idea of the size of the vestibule there, or the porch area, however you want to call it. Nearly 1 metre high, so you could roll back the mesh if it's raining and tie it off in the middle and have your stove down there. You've got plenty of distance and plenty of height, providing you're really careful. Now, I've never said you should be cooking in a tent, but I have done many a times. Like I say, as long as you're really, really careful. It comes with a DAC, or the DAC ultralight green poles, and I think the weight of this, I paid £150 for it on Amazon, and I think they said the weight was 2.25 kilos. So yes, you do pay a little bit extra for the weight, but the good thing is, if it's anything like the Gossamer one, it is bomb proof. The floor, I believe, has got a hydrostatic head of about 8, maybe 10,000 millimeters. You can pitch this thing in a puddle. Well, you can the Gossamer one anyway. And a hydrostatic head on the fly sheet of 4,000 millimeters. Could be a little bit more, but like I say, I haven't tested it yet. This is not so much a review, more of a first look. It seems reasonably tight. Check this side where I've got the vestibule door actually closed. That looks tight enough. The zips underneath the storm flap, which again is held with Velcro, keeps it all nice and sturdy. So that's it with the other side open. So like I say, you could actually just flip that back over, tie it up for the night. Yeah, I don't think you get the storage down the side. Now you've got 50mm between the inner tent there and the outer fly sheet, so condensation shouldn't get through. At the moment, I'm quite impressed with it. Just need to test it out. So as usual, it comes with a pole repair piece, which I must admit I've never in my life had to use one of these in any of the tents I've ever had. I've had a few poles bend over the years, but never had one snap. And also you've got your material pieces in there for repair if need be. One thing I do like about this one so far is the fact that the mesh I can use with one hand. I struggle with that quite a lot on my Gossamer one. It seems to be on the two, that corner is perfectly taut, and it seems to glide around that corner really easy. So yes, I'm gonna have a really good night's sleep in this one tonight. Like I say, the only thing I'm not that keen on is the colour of the mesh, because it will get dirty really easy. If you get a bug on there and you give it a little tap, you know, get a little blood stain and everything. And it's also not exactly stealthy if you've not got the fly on it at night. being a white colour, whereas my other ones, like I say, a dark smoky black or grey I suppose on the Gossamer one. But yeah, loving the look of this, loving the feel of it. Can't wait to get inside it. So I've now put a few bits in my vestibule, just to show you the size of it as I'm unpacking. I've got 2 cans of Budweiser over the back, 2 gas canisters besides me burgers, rolls, bottles of water, my little drone there and everything. So to get to see roughly the size of it. Then inside the tent itself, I've blown up my air mattress. It's a standard X-Ped mattress. I've got it touching the bottom at the moment. But that shows you the extra room you've got at the top there. You've got your line up the top, which a lot of people say it's for hanging your socks and things on. I'm still not sure if it's for that reason or whether it's to just keep your bug net taut, stop it from drooping down. Someone will let me know for sure one day. Maybe Mr. Jack Wolfskin himself will tell me. Then inside you've got a mesh pocket over there and mesh pocket here with your fire safety instructions and everything stitched into it. But once I know I like this tent, as always I don't like these things, they just annoy me, so I cut that out in the end once I know I'm not sending the tent back. But you can see the room there, that's the halfway mark there with the mesh door. So yeah, you get 2 pads easily next to each other there and plenty of space for length. Very roomy, a lot more roomy than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, first looks, I am thoroughly impressed. I know it weighs a little bit more, but you know it's going to be sturdy, you know it's going to be waterproof, you know it's going to stand up to strong winds, heavy rain, everything else. Not sure if you can actually class it as a 4 season because the fly doesn't come quite down to the floor, but with the big bathtub inside you've got no worries of anything drifting in underneath there and actually getting into where you are. I just need to correct the statement I made earlier on. It was only because I was going by what I see online, but the mesh does unzip all the way up to the top, and it does unzip all the way around to the other side. I thought it stopped in the middle. It stops in the middle on the top, up there. Now you've got tie back points either side of the inner tent. The actual mesh itself does open right up. So on a really, like I say, rainy day, you could open that mesh right up, tie it back to one side and cook there with no problem at all, as long as you're really careful.